Greetings YouTube and the internet. This is the Narrabin on my second attempt at this video. The first one was crippled from the start because I forgot these, and even though the entire recording went well and I think I managed to make my points pretty good, I had no audio whatsoever. Maybe one day we'll put the video up just for those of you with lip reading capabilities. So if this comes off not as natural as it could be, please forgive me. So the original thing that started me on the topic of today, which I will reveal to you shortly, and by blabbering on I will put the time that you understand what this video is about far behind. So I will stop with this. So I watched a video by Nollenquisitor, and he was talking about, or Nollenquisitor, and he was talking about Numenera and the problems he was having with the way that science and fantasy are mixed together, and the amount of strange that happens in the setting of Numenera, and that he felt that this was too much to understand where the interesting bits are if you have everyone, if basically every single thing that you see in this setting is different and strange and so on. This causes problems with suspension of disbelief. And so he said that as a countermeasure against this, you should start slow and have a normal environment where you just put one or two distinct changes to normality, which are the center of the adventure. And I think this is far from something that is limited to Numenera alone. You can use this idea on basically any setting, because whatever setting you are playing in, it usually differs from our normal everyday experience, and so whatever you portray feels strange anyway. And our first presumption when we go into such a situation is that this new, even though it is exciting and strange for us, is the normal behavior of this environment. So when you start your fantasy campaign with an attack of 20 dragons destroying a major town, then players will presume that this is what happens in the world on a regular basis, even though your original idea behind it was to make this the point in history when everything started to change. And you can't give the feeling of normality and what normal means, and in a classical campaign where the characters are the heroes, the heroes need to know what they are trying to achieve to protect or restore the normality, the goods, the state that they want to protect, whether this is a certain religion or a certain kind of possible behaviors, or certain rulers that were better than their successors, and so on. And if you start with something that is unbelievable, or not unbelievable, but that strains suspension of disbelief too much, people will force suspension of disbelief on it and will overcompensate by saying that this is normal. So we all want, as GMs, to start off with a firecracker to really get things going. And the problem with it is if you, it's basically what I just said, and I think it's better to start with something normal, or even something where you are able to restore normality. For example, if in the area your group is traveling, brigands are very common because the law is weak or non-existent, then it can be interesting, very interesting, to have a situation where your characters investigate these brigands who have who are said to be very bloodthirsty and very ruthless, and not to portray them as stupid thugs who just stand on the road swinging their weapons through the air and saying money or death. Rather, do it in a way where these thugs or these brigands try to come away with the most amount of money by the least amount of work and danger. And this is basically done by doing something intelligent, like being or letting people portray yourself as being bloodthirsty while you still do as little as possible to harm trade, because if you harm trade too much, it ceases, or it goes another route and circumvents you, so you have no more income. But if you make it bearable by trade and basically just another tax collection, well, anyway, another tax collecting station, then traders will go through. If you appear as weak, they might think about hiring mercenaries to protect their wares. If you, however, come away as completely ruthless and bloodthirsty, they will think twice about doing that. And so you have, but if you still allow them to go through your land, or the land that you have taken for yourself as a brigand, without milking them dry, you will have a nice income without much work. And if the party can unravel this, and the possibly even the relationships these brigands have between each other, and maybe even use that, and show that these people are not what they appear to be, but rather something even more normal. Maybe they you could even use this and say they try to appear as more unnormal, maybe by impersonating a mythical creature or something that shouldn't be in this area. So you make the anormality as something of the point of the whole session, that the players have to focus on the fact that this is not normal and to make it normal again. And I think this can be used to great effect for first sessions, and by this you harden the idea in the player's minds what is normal in this setting, and then you can start in the future to break this normality in very precise, very thought through measures. I'm actually not sure. Yeah, so this version of the video is actually a bit longer. So maybe it was worthwhile repeating after all. Yeah, I'm the Narrowman. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, below, and I will put the link to Null Inquisitor's video in the description. Thank you for watching.